Hey everyone, it's me. How we doing? And well, it's been a good bit since my last video. So for a while I've been streaming One Piece just for more content. By the way, if you want to see me play another card game, do check me out playing One Piece. I try to stream it about 2 or 3 times a week, depending on my mood. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the Megatins. Content creators today have been opening the product in sort of early reveals, like Konami usually does when new product is getting ready to drop in like a week or two. And I do think the Megatin contents are pretty good. You got the Labormancer stuff, you got the Dinomorphias, you got the Therians, you got the Doll Monster stuff, so that instantly makes this product goated. You got all the Scareclaws, you got Visas, you got the Kashtira stuff, Beyond the Pendulum, Psychic End Punisher, Garuras in here, Therians, Rika Princess for those Rika players. Shout out to Jessica Robinson. You know, there's just a lot of good stuff in here. Like I said earlier, Garura. And there's just a lot of good stuff in here. But some misses. No Kurikara. No Ultimate Slayer. No updated text branded Disciple. But other than that, it's still a good product. It's still a very good product. You know, the Labyrinth stuff, Exo Sister, Runix, fucking Adventure stuff. All the Adventure stuff's in here again. Another reprint of the Adventure stuff. Let's go! New support, new legacy support. Shark Drake Vice. DDD King Leonidas. Or a more factored pain. And speaking of these three, let's get on to it. Shall we? For these are World Premiere cards. Konami did this last year with the Egyptian god stuff. Although I shouldn't say those were world premiere, those were imports. But in my heart, they will always be world premiere, even though I think the Egyptian god deck is fucking garbage. So anyway, let's read these. Camelot, Realm of Noble Knights and Noble Arms. Field spell. And from what I could tell from this art and the name, it's about the regular old Xyz era Noble Knights. So you play like 15 goddamn field spells. But anyway, let's read it. Field spell! Once per turn of a Noble Knight's cards you control will be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can destroy one equipped card you control instead. During your main phase, you can banish this card until the next standby phase. And if you do, place one Noble Knights of the Round Table from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your field zone. Then you can special summon one Artorigus monster. I almost said Artorius. Ooh, my Tales of Berseria self came out there for half a second. Or add to your hand one Noble Arms card from your deck or graveyard. You can only use this effect of Camelot, Realm of Noble Arms, and Knights once per turn. I think this card, I don't know anything about regular Noble Arms, but I'm going to say this card is really good. I don't know if it actually is. If it is, I don't know how many you would play. I'm sure Noble Knights fans were cooking all day if it's on Dueling Book or what have you. I'm sure they was cooking. I'm sure someone out there with no time on their hand probably cracked the card. But hey, that's just my thoughts. I still say this is probably good. Since it provides protection, it places this card on in the field zone, and it must be good with such an interesting name. And it does special summon a guy. So, I think it's pretty good. Or you could even add a Noble Arms if you decide not to summon Artorias. So, Konami, until I am proven wrong, good job on this legacy support. Time Thieves. Ah, good old Time Thieves. Taking place in the same universe as S-Force and Cyframes and IP Masquerena. And I even think the Love Life Twins, or Evil Twins Love Life, I'm thinking that anime. The Life Twins. Anyway, Time Thief Power Reserve. Continuous Trap. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Psychic Dark level 4, 1925. It's still a trap though. Then, you can special summon one Machine Time Thief monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. If you control an Xyz monsters that has been both a spell and trap as material, you can banish this card from your from your graveyard. Banish one card on the field. Hard once per turn. I think this is kind of bad. Like, look at Traptrix Holotia. That is a essential way to look at for trap monsters. Oh, but it's not completely a trap monster. It's also still a trap. Yes, but you could still had special summon itself. Say, if you control Time Thief Redoer, you can special summon this card as a normal monster. And then special summon the Machine Time Thief monster. But as it stands, this card is kind of bad because it's too fucking slow. Like, Time Thieves, imagine if they have gone a new main deck monster, like maybe say a new Machine. But as it stands, this card is too slow. I'd see if you're even going to use it as maybe a one of. Yeah, it does banish a card, but it's still really fucking bad. Like, maybe the point of this is like this with the Machine, you overlay into a Time Thief Redoer? That's pretty much what it's hinting at. But they could have maybe gone a new Xyz monster or a new main deck monster. But this is just kind of bad. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Ugh. Anyway, moving on. Spyral Double Agent. Ah, good old Spirals. The thing that got Firewall Dragon banned. And have not gone support since then. Because they have an extremely broken ass Link monster. Thankfully, I've never fought a Spyral deck. So, I can't tell you if this card is any good or not. But let's find out. Spyral Double Agent. Level 4 Light Fiend. 1400, 600. Real quickly, I will say this art kind of fucks. If you have a Spyral monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field of defense, but it cannot be tributed nor used as a fusion, synchro, Xyz, or link. Then both players reveal the top card of their deck. You can only use this effect of Spyral Double Agent once per turn. All Spyral monsters on the field gain 500 attack. Also, Spyral Super Agent can attack directly. I guess maybe it's supposed to be like a fight between spies. Maybe this... let me look at this art. Was this the guy that was on the that's on the cover of the link? That's right behind the tall one. I don't remember names. I'm so sorry. I mean, this art is cool, but immediately this card's way better than this, so I'm going to say this is good just because just because it's better than this fucking piece of trash. But this card's the best. Anyway, closing thoughts on the Megatins. Really good for what you chose, Konami. You really made certain decks able to be picked up and used. But you could have done a lot more by placing Kurikara in Ultimate Slayer and the updated text for Branded Disciple in this set. But you put the Atlantis. I was gonna freak out if you didn't put the Atlantis in here. Oh, and Shankar Era is in here. Holy shit, this set's actually looking a lot more banging than I originally thought. Well, why is this a super? I don't want to continue any longer than I already have. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. What do you all think of this Megatin? Do tell me. Do tell me. I would like to hear. I would love to hear. Alright? I'll see you on another day or night. Have a pleasant one.